their own flair. They might pull out like an Ursa here. I think Ursa does pretty well against the Morph, and Jug actually gets Bansumi, so it was a good call.
Good night, sweet Juggernaut.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they could go for the Arteezy Ursa. There's not a whole lot of carries left at this point for either team. I guess IG looking for a mid laner now, but they haven't really got that answer to the puck just yet. I wonder if they will just stick to the Void Spirit, perhaps?
Or any of the other spirits. I think
Storm Spirit?
Storm or Ember, I think, would be okay for IG. Or if IG are looking for maybe a potential morph target, if IG want to get an Aghanim Scepter on them morph, but I don't really think there's anything worthwhile.
EG chose to ban Viper, and we've seen a few Vipers. Can you explain to me why they banned it for this particular game?
It's protecting Timbersaw.
Yeah.
Want to make sure that there's no cheap way to break through what should be their tanky frontliner, which Morphling was already one answer. That's why I want the spirits, because it's more magic damage. Viper, ton of magic damage and a break. But I want someone to be able to jump on the Witch Doctor.
Yep. I think where EG leave most of those spirits in the pools, they're not heroes that like burst down Timbersaw very well.
Yeah.
Like they have some catch, some utility, but they don't counter the Timber, and IG go for a Bloodseeker.
Wow.
So they're looking probably at a morph mid?
Or morph mid.
Yeah, they can flex the Bloodseeker morph depending what the matchup's going to be, but I feel like the plan might be just to send Morphling mid here. Play this I mean, safe lane Bloodseeker, as far as the lane goes, is until you get Rupture, like you haven't got that great answer to the Timbersaw.
It's not that big of a deal for Timber. He can just chain out of the blood, right?
I wonder if this is maybe an emo call to play some mid Bloodseeker, or I guess you were about to say mid Mars.
Yeah, but the matchup would be against a puck, and I don't really think you would really be able to do that much.
Bit of a curveball, and I think maybe a slightly necessary one just to give them another hero to address this Timbersaw. It does feel like Ice could just get a very free game here. I think Ursa's still looking really good against Bloodseeker. You get ruptured or whatever, you just pop your Enrage, you tank up, you kind of just hold your ground. No one really wants to fight you. Otherwise, like we could go for like a more standard jungle farming Wraith King type hero. And
Alchemist,
well,
there we go.
There we go. It
I'll
comes
be
out.
damned. Yeah, Emo's playing the Morphling. Fly on the Bloodseeker. I'm
excited. I'm personally excited for the Alchemist. I said it at during the last game, but we've just seen throughout the DPC, Arteezy has played a lot of Alchemist. Excited to see it on the international stage.
And they know, that's, I think, important here is they have a lot of experience playing this carry Alchemist. It's been the go-to, Arteezy's most played hero during the league. They looked at all the different carry options and said, Alk hasn't done well this tournament, but this is a 10th pick Alchemist, and it's going to play this very fast tempo once you get a couple of items up. Alk comes online faster than most carries, and I think that's where IG may not be prepared for it, because they haven't got the kind of supports that can aggressively pressure the Alk and contest his jungle.
Nor do they have the kind of cores who can easily end the game quickly. They don't really have that much push, and I think Ice, even if he has a bad game, he's going to serve his purpose, which is making room for the Alchemist.
So it sounds like both of you are looking Team EG.
We have Abed Puck. We have Ice Timbersaw. We have Arteezy
We have
Alchemist.
North American Dota.
And, yes, we have NA Dota. Exactly.
All right.
Thank you,
Production,
EG.
let's throw up some 3 EG predictions.
3 EGs up.
What about our casters? We have OD Pixel and Lacoste. Gentlemen, we have another NA panel. What's it looking like for you?
I think I'll join you guys.
Come on board.
Come on board.
I will as well.
The only reason, I'm not that smart, but once one of the best analysts out there said when it's an Alchemist game, it's an Alchemist game, and I can't disagree in this one. I think Arteezy should have an easy time in this one.
Yeah, and especially considering how well EG played the first game, I don't think there's any reason to feel that they're going to be having any more struggles here in game 2. If anything, it feels like it's a bit of an easier draft to play. As Parker was saying, we're seeing these player-hero combinations, which are arguably some of the best.
We have a lot of great heroes picked in this draft. Let's see how game 2 goes of Evil Geniuses versus Invictus Gaming. OD Pixel, Lacoste, take it away.
Thank you very much, Sumi. So EG versus IG Game 2. I mean, we talked about some of the strengths that EG have got going for them yet again here in this second game off their second draft. For IG, though, what's sort of the things that they could look towards to maybe allow them to just play a bit more of the game than they were able to in Game 1? As we did see in that second half, IG just unable to do anything at all.
They have good scaling cores. They have, like, good position 4 and 5. We've seen what Shadow Shaman can do from that position 4. Ollie, he had an extremely good first, 10 minutes of the game. Then we didn't see any kind of saves in the previous one. But we can also, give credit to EG because they've been managing to shut him down completely. So, good scaling lineup coming up from IG. Now you have a Morph on the mid lane. This could be a bit tricky. Playing into Puck. You get closer to Vanning Rift, you get silenced, you get blown up.
Yeah, you've got to be really careful, especially against someone like Abed on the Puck. He's going to be looking out for any window of opportunity if you do sit yourself a little too low on the HP. We'll see how much and how well Emo can play into this matchup.
This is something that you can do whenever you have these self-sustainable off-laners like Enigma, Timbersaw. You can put him on the safe lane and play aggressive tri-lane. Body blocks from Crit on the bottom.
It's going to try and get this wave to meet underneath the tower. Fly trying to hold back that of EG's. And will indeed manage to keep it still out of the tower range. And we'll see if they sort of keep it with these setups then, now that they see what EG is going to be presenting them with. So you would imagine what overall this is going to be EG very happy with these lanes. Timbersaw against the Mars.
They have one of the strongest combination of the heroes together. You have Acid Spray, AoE, Silence. You have Tag Team, which is the best pretty much ability in the tri-lane. Yeah, you can see why. Fly will drop.
I mean, Kaka as well, he's going to take quite a bit of a punch. Ollie will come in with the TP. Kaka still standing in the Acid Spray. He's got to be careful. But, yeah, Acid Spray Tag Team, good luck laning into that, especially as a melee carry like the Bloodseeker.
If they keep this tri-lane, I also want to see Fly getting good restoration. You get, an extra value because you have 3 heroes. You still have enough damage. With the shards, keep them inside the Acid Spray. The Tag Team damage is just... It's the best ability in the tri-lane, no doubt about it.
Just an excellent mix of magical and physical this early in the game. Very hard to really itemize against. And you're just going to lose so much of your life.
Yeah, just get tanky, lol. A lot of pressure on the Alk.
Crit, no turn. I mean, again, just look at this damage onto Kaka. Kaka's trying to run, snowballs up, he can't get away. It's Fly. It's going on to Crit in return, but the Voodoo Restoration from Fly is keeping Crit fine. Ollie will turn with another nuke, it's not enough. Crit he's more than fine, and Arteezy's able to step out of the Blood Run. It seems to be already just a tri-lane that EG are very comfortable with.
IG should block the big camp. The side pull should not be available. They push the lane with the Acid Spray, then they pull it back, deny most of the CS. EG is just playing the bottom lane so well.
We'll see if IG can do anything to break it up. In the mid lane, pretty much even CS at the moment. Emo playing low on the HP, but keeping smart around the thresholds of his HP and making sure that Abed isn't able to find an opportunity to burst him.
Top lane is pretty safe for ISS. He should not die in this matchup. If someone's going to get the kill, it's going to be him. He already bought Orb of Venom to start putting some more pressure. Mars also has Orb of Venom, but that's not going to get any value against the Timbersaw anyway.
No, yeah, ISS is pretty much going to be sitting consistently at the full HP with 2 points in the reactive. Bottom lane, despite the kills, Flyfight's still been having the best time in the farm. 17 CS. Even with the death and deaths around him.
Yeah, compared to Arteezy's 7 CS, it's not that much, but they've got the 2 kills. They also
mid. Emo. He's going for the dive on Abed, and he's going to get it. Very nicely done there from Emo. As he sees an opportunity to get in, and of course with Abed's build, no point yet in the phase shift. No way to sort of dodge or turn and punish that with both spells on cooldown and the mana too low.
In this matchup, I don't think you even get the phase shift, because like you want to be able to burst him down, you play aggressive, but that also backfired. Rune spawning, let's see if it's going to be top. I kind of expect it to be top. Just kidding, it's 50-50. Crit gets it. A bit of an RNG lock for EG, because it could easily get out of control. Let's see what Emo is bringing. He's bringing just the boots of speed.
Top lane, the even trader farm continues. Getting just as much as one another out of that. JT and Ice. Bottom lane crit. Trying to make moves onto Ollie, but Kaka might be to stop him. Firefly coming across as well. As JT taking the creeps for a bit of a walk here. Same to be said with Ice. He's holding a lovely wave of creeps here.
Snowball.
See if they can get the kill this time onto Kaka. Kaka.
Oh, he didn't get the tag team off.
I'll still get the kill though. It's Fly. He's trying to fight back into this, but Crypt, he's able to keep himself alive, and now they're just around Fly. As Fly, he gets himself both of the kills. EG back to just killing this bottom lane time and time again.
Fly. Killing his older brother. He's twice his age. Yeah, once Taz gets to level 3, I want to see if he goes an extra point in the tag team. I like that a bit more, even though like Ice Shard's a lot of value to block off like these slow heroes like Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman after dying will TP mid,
look at this cast! The two of them are standing together perfectly for EG to just step up, get the bounces. Ollie's dead again.
Yeah, EG's playing the bottom lane so well, like being aggressive. Anyone who gets caught out of position is pretty much instantly dead. Also, one good thing going for them is that enemy's mid laner is Morphling. Like, they don't care too much about rotations coming up from the Morphling. If that was like Queen of Pain, any kind of a spirit, you do not want to dive the tower. But since it's a Morphling, you don't really care too much.
Yeah, there's no real way at all for RG to punish the aggro tri lane any more than they're trying their best with their own defensive try.
If someone needs the TP, that's going to need to be JT. He's very close to level 6, has enough mana for TP and arena combo, has that one extra mango.
We are seeing in the mid lane, Emo's definitely done an excellent job in the matchup. They are going to try and look to maybe make a move on him. Fly. It's leading him with the cask, but of course, it's a little tricky to get the jump done. Sarbed has hit the 6. He's got that point ready to jump into the Dream Coil.
Bottom lane, rotation from Puck. They want to get Fly again.
Now this Invis rune could catch him by surprise. The Dream Coil's down, acid spray onto the ground. He tries to escape. The stun will kill him off. Counterplay to come in from JT. He's got the catch onto Arbed. Phase shift in play, but as soon as he's back out, the arena wall smashes him down.
And now on the top lane, they will put the pressure on the top. This might be like the tower on the top. I don't think anyone can TP top and just defend it. Bloodseeker, unfortunately, level 5. Kaka hiding in the trees. Ice, level 7, 3 points in reactive armor. It's just too hard. If Kaka shows, he's straight up dead.
I mean, when you sort of look at the overall lineup of IG, how hard is it going to be for them to kill Ice at all points of the game?
They need Rupture on him and the Bloodrite to be able to control him. Has mana boots. Yeah, Kaka, he needs to run away.
Ice more than ready to just bully back the two of them. Space to be made for the tower to be taken, pre-8 minutes. Ichi keep the pressure on.
Arteezy realizes I can't lane bottom anymore. My team is not backing me up, so I'm just going to go to jungle, farm that Battle Fury. Because they were fighting constantly, there are no stacks whatsoever, so that's kind of a downside of an aggressive tri lane.
See Emo treads soon to be done. We'll see what way he feels that he needs to go this game. If he can afford to go for sort of an E-Blade rush, or he is going to have to pick up that Manta first on the way.
There's only one silence, so he can afford to get a bit more aggressive, more greedy build. Like E-Blade is completely fine.
Fly. It's going to need a a fair bit of recovery time after those 3 deaths in the safe lane. EG, they're hunting for him. He's not going to get much room for the recovery time at all. As EG step up into the triangle, that's another death on the Bloodseeker. I mean, EG making this start very, very tough for the Bloodseeker. 0, 4, and 1 now because of EG's consistent moves to hunt him down.
Fly very good at respawning in this game. 4 deaths already 9 minutes in. Like, he needs some time. Like, they need to... The problem is, like, Morphling, he can potentially buy time, you know, if he plays aggressive with the attribute shift, but they're not playing around him.
CIG able to get the catch onto Fly as they themselves make moves over the half of EG's map. They're looking towards the mid as well. As Emo keeps the pressure up. Crit and Arteezy, though, still able to draw the creep wave away from the tower. Emo's only going to want to stick around and tank so much at this. JT does have Arena if EG choose to take this fight around the mid.
JT has 2 items queued up, both Yule Scepter and the Blink. Fine with both, you know. It's a good setup. You have a way of dispelling things, buying time with the Yule Scepter. Is he going to get caught? Good charge block. Oh, the snowball dodge.
Crit, able to dodge the spear. Does mean Fly ends up taking the spear to the face instead. As Fly will go down. Crit and Arbed not quite able to find a way of getting back in on the action. So
I've seen different builds on Tusk. Like, Orb of Corrosion is fine. You can blow up the supports easily. Falcon Blade is extremely good because you have that mana regen, you have damage, a bit of tankiness. I've seen Crit, like, he prioritizes that drum. Like, drum is a good item, a bit more costly, but it gives you that extra attack speed, extra movement speed in the team fights. Like, for some reason, it has 8 charges.
That's a lot of charges. A lot of moves to be made with that buff. And we're seeing in terms of sort of variations of builds, you know, pucks, we've come to see a lot of them. We're seeing Arbed this game went for the Veil of Discord Rush.
Veil is also fine, you know, a bit more burst damage for the backlines, Oracle and Shaman, going into Boots of Travel. I'm fine with that. He knows that he wants to be able to split push and just scale as a hero. Like, this is a magic build type of a game where he can blow people up, Dagon, Aghanim Scepter, potentially later on. Battle Fury done on Alchemist, on top of Phase Boots, 11 minutes in. More than fine, you know, he's staying 1k gold ahead of Morphling now with the Battle Fury. It's just gonna skyrocket.
Ollie. Easy one there for Crit and Fly. For Fly, progress on the Maelstrom. Javelin's done. Still needs a bit of time for that hammer. I'm still having to play the catch-up game mid lane. Emo's got the back of a Kaka. They're going to try and see if they can take down Ice. See if they have the damage. Rupture and Bloodbright are down. TP's coming in, Ice trying to back away up to the high ground. The arena's down though, trapping the 2 of them. JC will be able to finish off the kill on Ice. Fly also in trouble. The Voodoo Restoration healing him up, but not enough. Emo able to beat him down over towards the river. Crit rolls in, gets on top of Kaka. They'll find one in return. Arbed is being chased. Will be able to dodge the nuke and the Bloodbright, but not able to dodge the burst coming out from JT.
That was nicely done. They need that Bloodseeker ulti on Timbersaw so that he is standing in place, and then they have a lot of, you know, follow-up damage. There still needs to be careful as a Timbersaw. You have a hood, you're tanky, but if they bring the numbers, you can go down.
And EG not quite able to do anything to keep him alive. As Ice is able to make it up to the high ground. Some really nice aggressive moves from JT, as he'll be rewarded with the gold to pick up the Blink Dagger. So now will be even more capable with the jumps that he's going to make onto some of the squishier EG heroes.
Fly is actually really farmed. Like, compared to Ollie's Oracle, he's almost double the net worth. Casual Fluffy Hat, Wand, Cloak, which here is going to turn into Glimmer Cape, Raindrop. Like, he's fight ready with this type of a build.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just got a good boost of gold in the early game thanks to that tri-lane setup from EG. Of all those early kills that he was involved in. 4, 3, and 4. The action has definitely paid off. So around the
still
mid.
Alchemist being uncontested. Like, he has not joined any fights. after he went to the jungle, so he's just farming all these kills, or pretty much from the laning stage, going into Blink Dagger next. He's level 11, Emo, level 12. You know, he lacks a bit of experience because he was in the tri lane, so a lot of shared experience.
Marbed and Crit just checking on what's going on over IG's half of the jungle. Fly staying close to the rest of them. IG with the 4 mids, they have a smoke. They do want Ollie. We'll see if they want to make a move. Try and make a jump happen with JT's Blink. Kaka just going to step up, drop the wards to try and finish off this tier 1 tower. And he'll get it. Wards will do the job. Ice, not quite able to time the deny.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Morphling managed to, you know, stay ahead of everyone else, except, of course, that Alchemist. Casual Yasha now going into Ethereal Blade, which is fine. I just love E-Blade here. Against all of these heroes, he can easily burst one hero down, especially the supports.
No, they've got just sort of good magical burst as a whole, the team. Femo's able to lead him with the E-Blade. ZG ready for a move to be made around the mid by the looks of it, as EG just staying over IG's half of the map. Just keeping themselves in between IG and Arteezy at all times. So Arteezy is completely safe with the farming pattern that he's running up and down the triangle. There's IG. JT's going to look for the jump. He's in with the blink. He's going to look to open up onto Ice. See if they can burst him. This time he's got a bit more of a backup. EG jumping, Arteezy's over on top of Ollie. Snowball follow-up, Ollie's chain stuck. No chance for Ollie to get a single save off as they'll roll in onto JT, take out another. Ice he's been ruptured, but he's able to hold his ground. As IG, they've got to run. Another concoction coming up from Arteezy. He's got the blink ready.
Ready.
Straight in, over towards Fly, gets himself on top of the Bloodseeker as Fly will attempt to run. But EG, they're chasing him down. Snowballs up from Crit as they'll close the gap. He's got the shards. Well, actually, a
Penguin misses.
Little off there.
They went on a Timbersaw, who's the most tanky, pretty much hero on EG's side. But this time around, EG was ready. Like, they were ready for this kind of rotation. And Morphling, they need to have a coil to kill the Morph. Otherwise, he's not dying. They also don't have a Spirit Vessel carrier in this game. Fly will drop.
Looking pretty dead here. That's got taken out as he tries to make the walk over to get a ward down on the high ground.
They have one silence, one leash mechanic. Other than that, these are like stuns that Morphin doesn't really care too much about it. Like, there's no instant stun, so he can always pretty much dodge the things. And whenever he turns into Timbersaw, like this pure damage, something that Timbersaw is afraid of. One of the reasons why Rubik was super popular whenever Timbersaw is picked, because you can just steal his abilities.
I'm definitely going to see in the next fight. Now, once Arteezy has that next item done, how much of a threat he's going to be already. You know, very much able to play aggressively with these blink stuns. And not too much that IG can do to punish him, especially if the Rupture's already been used on Ice. He's hunting for the action, Arteezy. He's able to find Ollie. Blinking at the last moment of that concoction, able to get it out over to the Oracle.
Roshan is being pinged out, 20 seconds. They have no coil, but coil was used with the Arcane Rune, so we'll be up online in 30 seconds. Tag team, that's just some sick amount of damage. Fly will keep them alive with the Voodoo Restoration. EG's decision-making has been on point so far throughout this series.
Yeah, they've pretty much throughout both of the series we've seen them. EG turning up with sort of starting they're showing here at the major at a level that we've not always seen from them on their first few games on a LAN stage previous tournaments. This tournament, they are coming in at top form.
And Instant Smoke, they have all their abilities. Like, they don't rely on any cooldowns except like Puck Coil, so they can keep fighting all the time.
Ooh. Quite able to find him there as JT.
Found himself.
Oh, didn't take that. So, they're over onto Ollie again.
Ollie's
getting found quite a lot. Ah, he's having a tough series on the Oracle. EG's just got his number completely.
Tower is under attack.
Now on Arteezy, well on the way in towards the AC. Fly, how's his progress looking after the Maelstrom? It's a slow game for him. Trying to work his way towards the BKB, but of course even then, you know, a BKB Bloodseeker with a Maelstrom does not sound too scary at all for an Alchemist with as much farm as Arteezy's going to have.
He definitely does not want to focus the Bloodseeker. Like, they want to deal with the supports, kill Oracle, kill Shadow Shaman, then deal with the rest.
Arteezy, he's ready to go. He's charging in. He's got the blink ready. Over towards Emo. Emo, wave form to the side. The Contra will still connect. JT
Zoning
popping down
arena.
the arena to try and keep Emo safe. And it will work. It will allow the two of them to back off.
Every single time there is a hero showing up, Crit, he just pops the drum. Like, he wants to go in, get that extra movement speed, close the gap, get him closer to the snowball. Now, you said it, Fly, you know, he is still catching up,
That's
working
tough.
towards that BKB. Kind of a tough game.
And we did see the potential, obviously, just then from Emo with the E-Blade. Able to burst through Fly. Killing supports at this stage it's not going to be what brings IG back in. They've got to find some sort of way of dealing with Arteezy, Ice, and Arbed. Something that they have struggled with massively so far this game. As Arteezy still yet to die. 307, 300 gold away from the plate mail. He's going to have that AC done 21 minutes in and ready for the next fight.
It's a big item. It also allows them to siege a bit better, even though they don't have that much right-click damage anyway. Most damage is magical, especially from the Morphling. I want to see Fly buying that Glimmer Cape. A lot of value coming out from the item. He will be able to take care of himself, take care of his teammates. Crit working towards the Blink Dagger. Pretty standard stuff. You know, you want to have that Blink Dagger to be able to have a better initiation and just save people with the snowball. Top lane is also going to die. Emo with the Shadow Shaman help will bring a tier 2 tower.
Arteezy ready to step up with the backup of Arbed and Fly and that Aegis. Arteezy's ready to start poking for tier 3s. Poking for the barracks. We'll see what IG can do to push him back.
That's not poking, that's killing tier 3 tower.
That's a bit, yeah, it's a vicious poke. This tier 3's going. It's going down. IG, what have they got to stop this? They're going to have to bring back Emo for the defense. The tier 3's gone.
Oh boy.
EG, they'll play it safe. You know, the other lanes are pushing in, so they know that with that pressure, they will have forced back IG. They can move out, just continue to just build this lead. 11k advantage right now for EG. And IG just showing no signs of being able to stop how fast EG's just getting further and further ahead.
With the first stages, you don't necessarily need to close out the game. You just build the advantage. Like, this Alchemist is massive.
Yeah.
Like, he's going for a Basher / Abyssal Blade next item. Like, they're also stacking for him still, so that item's going to come out in the next 2 minutes.
Close to level 18 as well. And I mean, minutes, boy, it feels more like seconds. There, with the way that Arteezy's just picking up